My channel. So in today's video I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm at my mum's house, so I'm in the kitchen and we are going to do a cooking video with you. So this is my mum, you've probably seen her in another vlog. We went to Birmingham together, so I will link the video in the description for you guys down below. Today we are cooking with Jamie Oliver. We're doing one of my mum's favourite recipes. It is a curry. We absolutely love this recipe, don't we? We always ask for it every time we visit. Yeah. So today it's just me, Joe's not here. Sorry guys, Joe is not going to be in this video.
Sorry Joe.
Yeah, sorry Joe. He loves being in these videos. So today it's just me and Mama. We're going to show you this recipe. Hopefully you guys find it really yummy if you try it yourselves. Let me know in the comments if you do try it. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy it. So Mum is just cutting up the red onions now. How many onions are you using, Mum? 2?
I'm just going to use these 2 small ones, yeah.
Okay.
My eyes are starting to stink.
And Mum's got a bag on her hand. The bag isn't, you don't have to use a bag. Mum's just using a bag because she doesn't like the smell on her hands, do you, Mum?
No, it's my prop.
Yeah.
I don't like, oh, my eyes are going. I could maybe do with a sharp set of knives actually, if anyone would like to offer some advice.
Sponsor Mum with the knives.
Okay, so now for the oil. So in the words of Jamie, a lug of oil.
Which means a lot. Me and Mum always used to laugh at that Jamie used to put loads on, didn't he, Mum?
Yeah. Then a knob of butter. Not quite sure what a knob is, but
we'll guesstimate.
A knob of butter. Just going to let that melt down, and then we can add in the onions. In the meantime, we're going to chop the coriander.
Cool.
While we're waiting. And we need the stalks of the coriander, so I'll just get the scissors. So that's the butter melted, so we're going to add the onions. We're going to get the ginger. Depends how much ginger you like. I'm not a fan of ginger, but it does add quite a nice flavour, so probably...
I personally don't think you can taste it.
I think you'd know if it wasn't in there. So just a small teaspoon, depending how many you're making for. Sprinkle that in.
And in this case we're making for 3, aren't we, Mum?
Yes. But if there's any left over, then we'll just freeze it. Shall we?
There's not going to be any left over. Will there?
There might be.
There won't. There definitely won't, guys.
Bay leaves next. Again, personal choice, just how much you like. We just probably put a couple in there.
Because these are quite strong, right?
Well, they're not overly strong, but they add a nice aroma. And then we're just going to stir that in.
And is the oven on low heat, Mum, or high heat?
This one, I've just got this on low at the minute, just while I put all the ingredients in, but it's however quickly you want to fry your onion off. So, now we need to do the coriander stalks.
My eyes.
It's evil, isn't it?
I'm stood too close to the onions. I didn't think your eyes could water if they're actually in the pan already cut.
Well, there you are.
Okay, guys, I'm going to carry on. Next bit, sorry?
Next bit is we need the coriander stalks to fry off with the onions.
And is that for just flavour if it's stalks, I'm guessing?
Yes, because I will put some leaves in as well, but we'll also put leaves on at the end for garnish. And then we'll also put some of the coriander leaves into the coriander and lime basmati rice.
Nice.
Okay. So we're just going to cut off there, right at the very bottom of the fresh coriander. And then really we're just cutting just to get the roots, because that's where all the delicious flavour is. So we're now going to add the coriander stalks mostly. Now at this point, Jamie also says about putting some chopped fresh chilli in. Now if you like spicy curry, then that's great, but we've all got different tastes in our house.
I personally don't like spicy, do I, Mum? Not
too hot, do you? You like a bit of spice, but we're all different. So what I tend to do is I just tend to rely on the depth of the paste, and we just tend to use that. So then we're just going to leave that. So if you want your chilli, then chop your chilli and put that in as well, and then brown your onions off. Now you might want to turn it up and brown them high if you're in a rush, or you might just want to leave them just to infuse with the flavours on their own there, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pop the lid on, put the lid out, pop the lid on for a bit, and just let those onions soften. Okay, so the next bit is add the lamb. So we add the lamb, salt and pepper, and brown it.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick look at this Jamie Oliver book that I showed you earlier. So this is the Lamb Rogan Josh page. We do use a Lamb Rogan Josh sauce, but sometimes we change it. These are the photos. Obviously, we're not aiming for it to look like that, but it's definitely going to taste just as good. And it's a really good book because it gives you a detail of what it should be like, how many it serves, and how to prepare and make. So this is the book we're going to be using. This is about 10 years old, this book, but it is a goldie oldie. So this is what we are using.
Okay, so we're just going to check the onions, and if you look in there, they're nicely softened. Everything's cooked down, nicely softened. Lovely smell coming off it. So we're now going to add the lamb. How much lamb you use is entirely up to you. It depends
How much meat eaters you are.
if everybody likes it. Now I always just tend to have a little look through the lamb and maybe cut off any major fatty bits that there are. Don't worry about don't remove all of it, because it's nice to use the fat from the meat, which flavours the
sauce.
Yeah, flavours the sauce. So the next bit is to add the meat in. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to brown off the brown off the lamb.
I do that all the time.
Before we add the sauce, but at this point we need to add some salt and pepper. Okay, so we'll add some salt, just a pinch as Jamie says, and some pepper. I don't even know if I've got that turned on. You'll see it coming out.
Yeah, there it is.
Comes out in a big wallop.
I don't like pepper though, do I? You can't taste pepper.
You have to have your food seasoned. It brings out all the flavours.
But I don't like pepper anywhere on its own.
Okay, so that's the salt and pepper in, and then we need to add some balsamic vinegar.
Nice.
Which we have to be a little bit careful with, because sometimes it can be very acidic, so we don't want to add too much because it overpowers the flavour, I always think anyway. So probably a dessert spoon of balsamic in like that, and then just leave that, brown the meat off, make sure it's all browned on all sides, and then we'll move on to the sauce. Smelling good. So we'll put the lid back on for a minute.
Caught ya.
Like a bit of Justin Timberlake, don't we?
You can tell her.
So, you don't have to do this, but we used to chop tomatoes, but I quite like to have some fresh tomatoes.
Do I like these? Have you put these in them before when you've done it for me?
I have put them in before.
I'm not sure, guys.
Full of antioxidants. Yeah, I have, but you just don't know that I have.
I like tomato flavour everything. Tomato ketchup, tomato sauce, chopped tomatoes, but I don't like real tomatoes, do I, Mum? Even though I like them in a BLT.
But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop them.
Just turn it down. You can have it on. That's it.
I'm going to roughly chop them. Doesn't matter how you chop them. They're just going to be roughly chopped because they're just going to mush down in the sauce.
Oh, so they don't stay whole, so I won't.
No.
I won't get a big lump of tomato.
No. Well, you might get a little bit of a lump, but you're not going to get anything major. And so just rough chop. And we're going to throw them in a little bit later. Well, not that later.
So here's some I made earlier. Yes?
So here's some I made earlier, yes.
Okay, right, so now it's my turn because it is the easy stuff. So I don't cut vegetables even at home. Joe cuts all of the onions because I don't like it, so this is my turn. So what have I got to do, Mama?
Okay, so off with the lid.
She's already taken the lid off for me. So we've got chopped tomatoes, and I'm going to pour, oh my god, without getting it everywhere and on my t-shirt because it's white, wrong colour to wear. Give Mama the tin.
That's it.
And then stir these through, yeah?
And stir those through, but also add the fresh tomatoes. Shall I pour them for you while we add? Fresh tomatoes.
Lovely.
That'll add lots of sauce.
Nice.
Juice. Stir that in.
Really juicy actually, isn't it?
Yeah. And then
my favourite bit.
a bit of curry paste. So this is a Rogan Josh one, which is a medium sauce.
But we don't always use Rogan Josh, do we?
No, we don't. Actually, it's quite difficult to get. So sometimes
we found one today, didn't we, in Asda?
But sometimes we have a bulky one. And I'm giving it to you.
Try and take my job.
So it's normally half a jar for 4 people. So it's whatever taste.
Amazing. Right, so how many of these? So this is a teaspoon, but just a long teaspoon.
Yeah, well, just keep putting it in.
You're going to tell me when? Is it about half a jar? Because I need to tell them.
Just under half a jar.
Just
for
under
3
half
of us.
a jar.
But it's personal taste. It's however much paste flavouring you want.
Look. It does smell nice, though, right, Mum?
It will do.
So just under half a jar.
Yeah.
Under, does that mean under the
Have
line?
a look.
Getting it all down the side of the jar.
Oh my goodness, you've put about 3/4 of a jar in.
I haven't.
Flipping heck. Oh, it'll be nice and juicy then.
So that's enough of that one.
I think we've got enough of that in. It'll be well flavoured.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a stir.
And then stir. I love stirring this in because it's thick and we've got quite a watery one at the moment, but that's just from all the veg, right?
Yeah, and it'll boil away. Now, and at this point we would normally put some lentils in because it adds to the sauce and thickens the sauce.
It's very good for you all this, see?
But I actually thought we'd got lentils in the cupboard and we haven't. So we're not going to have lentils today.
But you can add lentils. And how many if they were to add any, Mum? What lentils?
Well, a handful, I would say. Probably.
And any kind of different lentil?
Well, red lentils would be the ones that I would choose, and it's just like a handful. And it would look nice. It would thicken the sauce, make it really nice and thick. It'll thicken anyway, but it's really nice.
And is that still on low heat?
So that's still on low heat at the minute.
Okay, I'm done with this.
You're done with that?
Yep.
So what we're going to do now is turn up the heat a little bit. Whoa.
Too much?
Possibly. We're going to bring it to the boil, and then when it's up to the boil, we're then going to put the lid on, turn it right down low, and simmer it for about 45 minutes. We're going to keep looking at it.
So this is why when you go to the Indian you have poppadoms, guys, because you just don't want to be waiting that long. You don't.
And a starter.
And a starter. Well, if you're offering.
I don't know how they do it so quick.
They do it quite quick.
Yeah, they do. And then, so we're going to stir it a couple of times in the 45 minutes, keep having a look at it. If it looks like the sauce is drying out, we're going to add some chicken stock.
Okay.
So we just keep putting a little bit of chicken stock.
It doesn't look like it's going to dry out. It's very, I'll show you guys in a minute, but it doesn't look like it's going to dry out. It's very, like, juicy. It's not like a stew. It's very water-based.
Yeah, it's very juicy now, but once it starts boiling and it starts evaporating, then you can tend to lose some of the sauce. But
surely you'll get the juice from the meat.
Yeah, and we want it to be juicy, and we don't want it to be too watery. So then I don't personally add stock at this stage.
Yeah.
Jamie does. I don't.
But Jamie's not always right.
Well, it's personal choice, isn't it?
Don't worry, Mum. Jamie Oliver might not watch this video, but if you are, hi Jamie. Thanks for joining us.
I hope he does.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Jamie. Yeah, this is my mum's favourite.
And we've done most of his recipes out of this book, haven't we? We love.
I love how you say we, because I don't. I just eat them. Mum cooks them for me.
Okay, we're boiling up now, so turn that down.
Do we not stir? Oh no, we're turning down.
Turn it down to the lowest of the low.
Checking on me.
Lid on, and set your timer for 45 minutes.
But obviously stir.
Yeah, keep coming back and stirring.
Every 10? Every 20. 20 minutes.
Yeah, just whenever you're passing, come back and stir. Now, although this has to be on for 45 minutes and then it's pretty much done, what we tend to do is leave it on 30 minutes and then come back and do the rice, because the rice takes about 15 minutes, so it's all ready at the same time. But that said...
And we're not just doing normal rice, are we, today, Mum?
We're not.
We're not, so we will show you what we're doing with the rice in a bit, won't we? Cool, so is that it for now?
That's it for now.
Awesome.
Timer on.
Timer on. So here it is. Halfway through, 45 minutes to go. Counting down. Yummy, yummy. I don't think it needs stock, do you?
No, it's not going to need any stock. It's juicy enough. So that's been on for probably about 35 minutes now.
It smells so good, guys, honestly. Oh my god, it smells so good.
So I'm going to leave that bubbling away, and we're going to now put the rice on. So I tend to use this basmati boil in the bag rice because it's just easier.
Yeah, me and Joe's boil in the bag because it's so good.
And one bag each, I think, is too much.
Yeah, me and Joe normally do a bag for 2, so you're doing 2 bags for 3, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I am. So just going to add some boiling water into there and turn it on. And leave that to boil up. And then simmer for 15 minutes. I'll put the lid on, simmer for 15 minutes. So that's the rice done.
Lovely.
Just going to drain that off. And then we just need to open up the rice bags.
Hot?
A little bit, yes. Yeah, I've got it.
Because I'm very sensitive to heat.
I've got it. I've got it. Fluff that up.
Whoa, steamy camera.
Oh. That's the
naan breads in the background.
Then I'm going to add the coriander from earlier on, the leaves.
The coriander from earlier.
I'm just going to trim that down into small bits. Tip that in.
Lovely.
Tip that in, stir it through.
Oh, smells. Oh.
And then for the lime.
Excuse my mum's cat in the background, wanting to be on the video.
Lime in half, and then we need to squeeze it into the rice. If you've got a proper fruit squeezer, a juicer, then that might be easier. But if not,
use a fork.
Use a fork, get all the juice out.
So you're going to use the whole juice out of one lime or just half a lime?
I'm going to use all of it, I think.
Because it's quite a lot of rice?
Yeah, it's quite a lot of rice.
But it actually doesn't really make the rice soggy, does it? But it's just kind of gets
adds a nice flavour. And the other half. Okay.
Perfect.
Stir that through.
See, this is actually, this stage, guys, is probably, I could have done this because it seems quite simple. But you say that, but the curry does have too much paste in it at the moment, so we're going to see how that tastes. It's the only bit I did.
So that's stirred through, that smells delicious.
Smells amazing.
And now we're ready to plate. So, dishing up. Or serving.
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 Mum's going for the posh one
So
today.
I normally get a little bowl. Put in the rice. Like this. Smush it down.
Smush.
Smush.
I used that word in another video recently.
And then like this. Like this. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Look at that. Lovely, Mum. Well done.
This one.
Guys, I really hope you enjoyed it, something a little bit different. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more cooking videos with me and my mama. Thank you as well so much to my mum for being on my channel and for doing the majority of it, because I didn't do much, but I am the taste test controller.
You'll do most of the eating.
Yeah, I'll do most of the eating, so I can vouch that her cooking is amazing. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, remember to give it a big thumbs up, and remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to see any future videos from me and hopefully my mum. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Bye!